Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I'm doing a dual commentary with Clay or zVitiate. You'll see my gameplay in the upper left-hand corner. I am rocking the Riot shield and the P226. I have a jammer on my shield. And the main gameplay that you're seeing here is Clay and his gigantic chainsaw. My gameplay I made smaller because it was challenging and frustrating to a degree, but his was much more, I would say, interesting.
Yeah, I definitely was able to do very well. I got like a couple quad sprays almost in this gameplay, and whenever we stuck together, we always did a lot better than whenever like you were on your own or I was on my own, because I would always get like shot in my back, or you would just get owned because you're using a Riot shield.
Oh, come on, I can do that. When I'm not supporting you, I can go positive with the Riot shield. The goal with the yeah, I'm good with the shield. The goal with this was to feed you kills. Like League of Legends, you're my ADC and I'll be the tank. Now, if I just wanted to go solo shielding, I could have done this really differently, but I went all, support here, giving you and support streaks, and with the tactical jammer radar, whatever this thing is that doesn't work very well. I noticed the range on it's kind of small. Can you see it up there?
The jammer, yeah, and then the stupid thing is that it also interferes with my radar as well. Like, I get this, like, stupid, like, circle on my minimap, but then when you use the portable radar on the Riot shield, I don't get to see it, so I'm not sure what they're thinking with that.
So it doesn't like jam your radar, but if you can see, the circle is kind of grainy. So if anybody's close to you, they're very difficult to see past all the grain and filter. And then what he's talking about is the previous game, we used the radar attachment, and we'd be kind of sneaking around, and I'd see people on my radar coming at us, and I was just going to assume, like, okay, surely Clay sees these people. He's going to hose them. And
but nope.
You just let him walk right by, and I'm like, who am I playing with here? I was like, this guy's not a potato. He talks, he thinks, he reacts. What's going on? We eventually found out, though I'm blocking his bullets right there, I eventually found out that the portable radar attachment for the Riot shield only works for my radar. It's not a team radar, so we had to swap tactics and do like callouts and stuff, and then that worked much better.
And then another thing is that the Riot shield actually stops my bullets, so then when he was crouching down and I was crouching down, I couldn't even shoot people, and then we would all die, which was not very fun.
Yeah, or there was a time or two like I would crouch and you'd stand behind me, and then me, because I don't like being shot that much, would decide to move, and when you move, you pick the shield up, and it would just kind of like carry it across your face and block your bullets, which was not good.
And then another time, a bullet ricocheted off of his shield and killed me. So this dude sniped his shield, and then it ricocheted off his shield like around a corner, and then it killed me. Like, that dude is phase optic swag.
Wait, when did this happen?
It was either in this gameplay or another one that we got on Sovereign. I'm not 100% sure which one it was on. It could be in this one, though.
We only played 2 or 3 games. Do you have the footage of that? I want to see that.
I might. I'll have to go through the raw footage and I'll send it to you if I'm able to find it.
Dude, if you get a Riot shield ricochet kill with a sniper rifle, that just automatically puts you in phase. What did your kill cam look like?
I skipped it because I'm usually very mad
really?
with the kill cam.
Come on, I wanted to see if it would be like locked on my shield or his bullet. Like, imagine how mad you would be if you saw me standing and like it shoots me and then like skips to the bullet around the corner.
Vonderhaar. I would blame it on him, even if it's only even though we're playing an Infinity Ward game.
Hey, people are missing Vonderhaar. I've seen some tweets saying Vonderhaar, please come back to us, because Call of Duty Ghost is having some problems here.
The freaking community is like, oh, we hate Vonderhaar, and then Call of Duty Ghost come out, we love this, and then like one day later, we hate this game so much, when is Black Ops 3 coming out? And people haven't gotten to the adjustment period that's in Call of Duty Ghost, because this game is different than the other ones.
Well,
sure.
It's different to a degree.
Like
but
the maps.
The maps are huge. Now, that's one of the things that's like, be careful what you ask for. And in Black Ops, everybody endlessly complained. We're tired of these tiny little cramped maps. We're tired of 3-lane maps. Okay, Infinity Ward's like, all right, giant maps, blah. And I think the problem was not that they're the size that they are, but they're like, okay, tired of 3 lanes? Have 9,000 lanes. Oh, you like flank routes? I'm going to put flank routes in your flank routes, bro, and you can just... I don't know. I find the maps to be really busy. What the things that I complain about with Call of Duty Ghost aren't the maps or the weapons. I complain about the bugs. The lack of ping bars for the lag is an interesting user interface design, but it bothers me. But the spawns, you could alleviate 80% of my stress.
Bad.
Quite bad as a joke. Have you seen what people can do on Strike Zone now?
I was playing on Free For All on Tremor, the humongous map that shakes because some reason that's a good idea. And I kill a dude, and then he spawns right behind me. I kill him again, and then he spawns like 7 feet away from me. I'm just like, free kills for me, as long as that's not me.
Yeah, but then sometimes the same thing happens to you. Like, you'll kill a guy, and he'll spawn behind you looking at you.
Or you'll kill someone, and then you'll respawn in the exact same place with the enemy already shooting at you.
Yes, I've had that happen. But this is a crazy bug in Strike Zone. People have been exploiting, I think that's the right word.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first like 15 seconds of the game, the spawns are fixed if you play domination. For the first
Really?
15 seconds, they don't move. So I saw Golgolov the other day take an MTAR, and he rushed all the way across the map and just went through the tunnel, and he jumped in and killed the guy in the window and got behind them in their spawn and was shooting them in the back as they spawned and got like a, I don't know, octuple feed or something crazy like that.
Christ.
And I don't know if this is just bad coding or if it's a user or if it's like a specific thing, because MW3 specifically had what they called revenge spawns. Yeah, that was part of their game mechanic, is revenge spawns. Like somebody kills you, well, we're going to spawn you pretty close to them so you get your chance for revenge.
But fixed spawns, that just sounds terrible for an idea.
Yeah,
but
spawning
maybe it's
somewhere
to prevent
safe.
because like the maps are so small that you could like spawn closer to a domination flag, since someone would end up killing themselves, spawn right next to B, and then be able to get that.
Yeah, and they did a little bit in Black Ops 1. You could kind of force spawns, kind of weird. But the other issue is that even with the spawns the way they are, there's so many paths in the map. It's very difficult to put somebody where they can't get back to you relatively quickly. But even still, I think it could use a major improvement on the spawns. Like there's some other small bugs and whatnot, but that's the one. That's the one I really gripe about. That's the one that gets my goat most of the time.
Yeah, but for me, for the most part, I'm quite enjoying Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, like, using the chainsaw was a great idea. It's a lot of fun to use. It's a lot better than trying hard with my honey badger, trying to get, like a lot of kills. So
come on, you got to get that KEM strike, man. You know, you get 3 KEM strikes. It's like an automatic.
YouTube famous. Oh
yeah, and you get girls and stuff. They're like, oh, he dropped 3 KEMs.
Bitches love KDs. What
That's definitely how that works.
Flawless.
There was actually, it got pretty interesting in the summer during E3. I forget which celebrity female tweeted out that she was done dating for a while, and Ali A tweeted out. It's like, you should see my sub count,
right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, she's like the super like famous like Maxim girl or whatever.
Okay.
Melanie Iglesias or whatever. I mean, I just looked her up for research.
Yeah, definitely. That's what the kids. I don't know. I'm way out of touch with the mainstream stuff because I don't watch TV or anything. So if it's not gaming, I'm kind of out of the loop. I'm being a dinosaur here. But speaking of gaming, new consoles are coming. We talked a little bit before this started, and you told me you were getting both of the new ones, which is cool. Well, you got 750 points there. That was crazy. Because most of the people I know are not getting both consoles. Most people are getting one or the other or sticking with this gen. I mean, even what we call YouTube famous people or big commentators or developers or whatever, they're playing favorites more than you think. Not a lot of people are going both. So tell me what you think about your going both ways console choice and not going both ways in real life.
I feel fortunate that I'm able to get both next-gen consoles because I'm just in a place right now, my family and all that kind of stuff, where I'm able to afford both of them. And I think it's great because then I can really pick the next games for next-gen consoles that are best for each game. So Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield, where they're getting DLC first on Xbox One, I'll be doing that. But Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs, Destiny, that's all going to be favored for the PS4. I can benefit from that as well. And the only problem that I have with the PS4 is that it's a pain in the ass to record with. I don't get Dolby surround sound, but
nope. It's not going to be Elgato compatible at launch. It's going to take anywhere between 1 and 3 or 4 months to get that patch, and I don't know. Honestly, at launch, it's going to be illegal to record with the PlayStation 4. I'm sure a lot of people will do it, but it'll be technically illegal.
I'm sure it won't be because they have the share feature, so you could just say, "Oh, I pulled it off that 15 minutes."
No. The share feature is something very you're not supposed to. I know too many things about this. It's not supposed to be like a monetizable thing. Like they don't want you making money on it. That was the original plan anyway. Because the Japanese see content creation somewhat differently than we do in the gaming space, and it's not a big deal for them. Like people in Japan don't make this kind of content as much, so it wasn't a key feature like the Microsoft one. But what I was thinking is, so the Xbox One has HDMI in, right?
Yeah.
So you can pass through.
You could put it through there, and then you could record that way.
Microsoft confirmed that you can play the PS4 through the Xbox One. And I was thinking, do you think that'll pass the encryption, the DHCP, or will that just... Because, when you try to use your Elgato and record a DVD, it's like, nope, not having it, bro.
I'm not sure. I mean, I already bought the cables to do HDMI to DVI, so I'll be fine. But I'm pretty sure that will work. The only problem I can see is latency. For hardcore gamers, you'll be able to notice it. But if you're like Timmy No Thumbs and you want to be able to record your 2 and 17 gameplay, you should be fine.
I'm assuming... I don't know what the latency will be, because on an Xbox One, I don't know if it does a software pass-through or a direct physical bridge. I'm assuming it would be smart to do both, wouldn't it? But we'll see. You said you were doing DVI, HDMI to DVI. What are you going to plug the DVI into? How are you going to record on that?
So basically, it goes from the PS4 HDMI to DVI, then that goes into a DVI to HDMI converter, Then I plug the optical out of the PS4 into my Astros, the Astros into the DVI converter, and then it works. But you can't do Dolby surround sound. You have to just change optical to not do Dolby. So that's a pain, because then you can't really sound whore that well.
Oh
So-
no, sound whoring. So
Because in
one
this
of the games
game-
I was gonna get Killzone. Like I wanted to try my first Killzone on the PlayStation 4. So if I wanted to record that, I guess I would need to go to like Walmart, or I have standards now. We'll go to Target and get the HDMI male to female, and then the female DVI to male, and just like have like a double converter back to back to that'll bypass the DHCP.
Yeah, I can show it to you afterwards. I made a diagram when I was bored to show another friend of mine. I mean, it's not that hard to use. It's probably like $40 to do so.
Well,
so.
but that, for me, that's not as big of a
Yeah.
deal because I can make videos and
course.
it'll be tax deductible. But the thing is, will that actually, I understand your diagram, but that'll
I've been
break the
recording
DHCP.
PS3 gameplays. That's what I've been doing recently because I sold my 360 copy to get ready for the PS4 because I've been using the PS4 controller on the PS3, which is a way better controller than the PS3 one.
So I'm still curious about this. So like you hook it into your Elgato or your PVR, what do you use?
Yep, my Elgato game capture.
And that totally bypasses it.
Yep, 100%.
Well, that sounds somewhat less than legit, but I will probably do that. I'll see what happens at least. We'll try.
And speaking of next gen, you've actually used both next gen controllers. What do you think
Yes.
of both of them? Because for me, the PS4 controller is way better than the PS3 controller, but not better than the 360 one for shooters at least.
I agree with you. I think that the Xbox One controller, the one that I used, was a prototype. It was a step backward because it was a little smaller. But the PlayStation 4 controller, radical change from PlayStation 3. Much bigger, much more ergonomic, had a lot of different things going on, and a better controller. So while I think Sony improved a lot more, I think they're still just a little bit behind Microsoft in the overall controller design. But that's my bias. There are people the other way around. They hate the Microsoft controllers. And that is the end of the game and the commentary. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Hope you enjoyed the discussion. If you'd like to check out Clay or zVitiate and his videos and what he does on his channel, there's links on the screen and in the description and all over the place. And thanks for stopping by the channel.
Thanks so much for having me.